Understand you soon, it won't be long. Keep on, keep running.
What's going on, guys? My name is Ivy. Welcome back to the channel. So today, guys, I'm going to be just reviewing over my RC Axial SCX10, the second gen. So I've done a lot to this, and it's actually pretty funny because I actually got this off of eBay for like 300 bucks. It came with a shit ton of other stuff. Sorry for the messy room, but it came with a shit ton of other tires and rims, and these ones didn't come with it. This was actually from the Exceed Maxstone 10 RC. I posted a video a while back. I actually made it private, but I'll probably end up making it public again. And so these came from it. This is a lot bigger than the tires that came with the these are a lot bigger tires than the ones that come with the Axial SCX10. And I really liked these because these are really nice. I took the foam out of them. As you can see, it's right over here. This was the foam that was in it. It's some pretty shitty foam, and just was really hard, so I took it out, and freaking hair on there. And it made it to where it was really grippy. But then I started playing around with it again, and made it to do this, and I was like, well, this is sick, because with the bigger tires on it, I couldn't get that fitment. I mean, look at that fitment. That's just perfect. Yes, it does rub a little bit, but not as bad as it was with these tires. So we went back with well, these are BF Goodrich's. This is the ones that came with it, the grappler ones or whatever. Let me make sure. Yeah, grappler. I'm pretty sure the grappler ones anyway was the ones that came with the SCX10. But so as you can just see right off the bat here, we already have some upgrades. These metal bracements, I guess you can call it bracing, whatever you want to fucking call it, came with it. I don't know if this Axial Swervo thingy was stock on this or not, but I know you could buy that to upgrade it if it was plastic. That was on there before when I got it. All the green stuff was from the Maxstone Exceed Maxstone 10. So you can see the plating and whatnot. All the back links are from the Maxstone 10. These were the ones that would fit perfect. However, for the front, it's just the stock ones that come with the Axial SCX10 second gen. So it's kind of a bummer, but it's kind of whatever. The shocks are also the ones that came from the Maxstone 10. I believe they're 120 millimeter. So I'm sorry, guys, I'm getting over a cold, but yeah. So that's how I was able to get it to do this. I'll go ahead and pop off the body here. Also, the tint I did myself. It's actually actual car tint. So yeah, I did a pretty good job on that, I think. There are some bubbles. You just can't really see them. You can kind of see it here. There's like bubbles there. But you know, it's an RC. I didn't really care, so I just wanted to make it dark. The previous owner, I'm not sure what he did, but I guess he was like scaling across something, and then he knocked the mirror off. So he I'll show you inside. He glued the fuck out of this damn thing, which kind of pisses me off. But so let me go and put the camera down, and I'll cut back to when the body is off the car. Alrighty, guys, so we are back with the body off of the chassis now. So this is what we're looking at right now. Basically, I just put the Maxstone 10 aluminum mounts on the frame. So I just mounted them up by these two screws right here to the frame, and then it also below it has the metal bracing on there as well, which that came with it when I bought it off eBay. Like I said, all the silver metal things came with it when I bought it off of eBay. I can't talk apparently, guys. So basically, it's set up as the Maxstone 10 was. Yeah, that's basically how it's set up. If you guys have seen the Maxstone 10, it's the same setup, but on the Jeep or SCX10 body with the truck frame and all that. So yeah, basically I had these the original shocks. It's in the bag. Let me get it. This is what the original ones. I'm guess these are the original ones. Anyway, they came with it when I got it off eBay. You could adjust the preload on it. It was pretty good. They were really nice, but the shocks were mounted like this before, which was nice. You know, it wasn't too bad. But I was like, well, I want to have some more flex because I know the Maxstone 10 rock crawler had a lot of flex in it. So I was like, well, and the reason why I did this, I didn't just ruin a completely good rock crawler RC just to make the Jeep good. What happened previously with this was the Maxstone 10, I don't even know, it just shat itself. I don't know what I did, but I didn't want to fix it because I just gotten this recently. So I was like, well, let's see what I can do with all these parts and see if I can make this one better. So I know that's exactly what I did. I made it a lot better. So that's basically that. But anyway, so going back to where I was, the shock mounts, I was like, what do I want to do with these? Like, I need to have extra spaces to put this to make it to where I want it to look, or a handle as well. So I was like, well, I could buy a lift kit and make it to where it just drops it down right, drops it down right here, and then I can lift it up a little bit, which would have fit these big ass tires on a lot better. But it was like, you know, that's not gonna work. Like, it's gonna make it probably too high up and make it to where it'll flip over once I am like trying to flex it out and whatnot. So I was like, well, what about if I take the framing of the Maxstone 10, mount it to the chassis, and then I'll have extra mounts to put all these to like change up like how the suspension is. So I was like, well, I'm gonna try that. And so I did. I put basically like I said, the aluminum mounting on it, and I was like, this looks cool because it's like protecting the motor, it looks like, and whatnot underneath. And I also got rid of the sides of it, the waterproof box, and you know, the sides. It wasn't going good with it because it's not going to fit with this aluminum bracket here. So I took all those off on both sides, as you probably noticed. And then what I also did was on the top, I mounted the I forget what the ESC, I believe, is what it's called. And then, or no, this is the ESC, I don't even know. This thing, one of them's the ESC, one of them's whatever, yeah. So I mounted this up here, and it's actually nice, right, because it used to be down here, right? So it's up higher. This one did not come with the truck. I actually put this one on there. This one was from the Maxstone 10. This little guy right here. It's a 4-channel instead of the 3-channel, so it's got more channels. I do have a light bar for it, so that was a nice option that came with the car when I got it off eBay, because it you know, it was nice, and I have more slots to put lights on if I want. The thing that sucks about the lights, though, all the lights did work on the body, except now it's like, I'll just show you, it's weird. So I think it's like this headlight works, and then this doesn't work, and this does, and then this doesn't work. It's weird. I don't know why. I know why. It's because you know, as you can see here, the wire broke off. So if you guys know how to like fix that or anything, I don't know how to do that. I mean, I haven't really looked into it, so I mean, I could probably figure it out. But if you guys, you know, just let me know if it's like easy or not, I should say. But yeah. So what else is there? In order to do this, I did have to use long, like really long screws, because it has to go through this plastic here, plate, and then the shock, and then the bracket, And then to tighten it, I had to use the little nut. All these parts were from like mixed match from this truck and the Maxstone 10. So that's basically that. I'll go ahead and flip it over. Oh, I forgot to say, so when I put this on, I couldn't put the battery on, so I had to cut a little chunk out of this plastic. And now the LiPo battery fits just perfect. I have a 2-cell battery for those who are wondering. I'm using the whatever that one is. You've probably seen it on Amazon. If you guys want to know more about it, just let me know in the comments and I'll show you. But yeah, just same thing over here, the bracket, and then just, you know, different mountings for it. So I'll go ahead and flip it over so you guys can see the bottom. So like I said, this right here I put on from the Maxstone onto the SCX10. This is the original drive shaft. I actually put this drive shaft on, which I didn't even have to, because I didn't know that this guy moves. So I don't know, I just kind of left it. I was lazy to put the other one back on, the original one back on, because this one I think is actually better than this one. So yeah, I mean, look at that. That one's shit, but I mean, it works for now, you know, it's whatever. So yeah, I messed around with a lot of this stuff. Like I changed these out with the other green ones that I had from the Maxstone. It would not work with the pan hard bar, because the pan hard bar, I think the ones from the Maxstone were a little bit longer than these, so it was throwing it off and was making the steering all stupid, and the suspension wasn't working with the geometry and all that. So I put it back to stock, and just basically left it. So I mean, yeah, so I mean, it's nice, you know. Like I said, all the silver platings and whatnot came from the guy who originally owned this before from eBay, and so I didn't have to pay for these. But these are pretty nice. I like these. I mean, you don't really need them, but you know, it's just nice to have, I guess. It kind of just protects it a little bit more. I can't wait to take this thing out though now, because the way this thing handles, like just from going over these tires, I was messing around. I was like, geez, look at that flex. Like I don't know. I'm a RC enthusiast, as you can tell. But yeah, that's basically that. I'll go to the front of the trick, and you can see the green. That's just because I wanted it to have a little special, you can see it like curves. I wanted it to look like it had a real, almost realistic type of, whatever you would call this in real life. I don't even know, I can't even think. But the thing that sucks about it was it wasn't that long, so I actually had to unscrew this out a crap ton. But I mean, it seems to hold for now, but I don't know. We'll see how long it lasts before this thing falls out. It's like that on both sides though. But that's basically that. I mean, this doesn't really affect anything besides the toe in, which obviously you guys can see it's off just a little bit. Yeah, this one, it makes it look like a lot on this side, but it's really not. I mean, I don't know, I guess it is. But yeah, I gotta get a longer bar for this, because the one that came with it, I mean, it was already jacked at the beginning with, basically. I'll just tell you that. And whenever I drive it, these tires like to go like this. It looks like it's kind of weird, but yeah, I don't know why it does that, but I mean, I don't really care. As long as it drives, runs, and performs good, I'm good. I don't care if it looks like crap and the tires going like this all over the place. We'll get that fixed though later on. But yeah, so basically that's that. Also, one last thing before I end the video. So this used to be the remote to it, but once you change this little guy out, like I said, I don't know what it's called. If this is the ESC, I think this is the ESC. I don't know what this is. Just call it the 4-channel. Does it even say on there? No, it doesn't even say on there. So I don't. Comment down what this little guy is right here that plugs all this stuff in. But it's a 4-channel anyway, so that was from the Maxstone, like I said before. But once you change this guy out, you have to change the controller. So I don't longer use this one anymore. I use this guy, which is the one that came with the Maxstone. So you have some throttle trim and steering trim, and then your little cool blue thing, and you have a lot more options to do with. You have your on and off switch, you have your steering, you can like basically adjust how far you can steer, which this one, the original one, was able to do that, I believe too, but not with the throttle. I think it was, pretty sure that's what it was. So what this allows me to do with this remote is I can control the throttle. So I could have like I can basically adjust like how much power with the pull of the trigger. So like if I pull the trigger all the way down and then this guy's turned like all the way down to like 0 or like 2, it won't go as fast. And if I turn this guy all the way up and turn it like this way, it'll show up like where it says 10. It'll be like screaming fast. And what's kind of weird is I think after switching this guy, it seems to want to like go a lot. But yeah, basically I switched this remote because it had the option to control the throttle, and I wanted to have more control over that, of the power, so that I don't like mess up and whatnot. So that's why I also changed it out as well. But so yeah, that's pretty much it. I changed the servo out, the one that came with it. I think it was the original one, I believe. I don't have it around at the moment, but it sounded like shit. So this servo is actually from the Maxstone 10 as well. I basically just made this a Maxstone 10 axial version, I guess you could call it. I don't know, but yeah, well, hopefully you can get some more videos of this beast whenever it is on the trails. I have a little bit of a trail in the backyard, so I'll go ahead and do that. It's just a little rock path, I guess you could call it. But yeah, we'll go ahead and do that tomorrow, and I'll edit that and upload it at the same time. Not the same time, but on the same day. So I'll upload the video tomorrow, and whatnot. I don't even know what time it is. It's probably gonna be uploaded the same day, because I don't know if it's the next day already, if that makes sense, because I stay up a lot. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I didn't confuse you all, guys. And yeah, this thing is a beast. I mean, look at that. But yeah, so I'll see you guys next time, and back on the trail with the Jeep. Again, sorry for the messy room. Kind of just got back from unpacking and whatnot. So yeah, because I know. So here's the thing about it is I'm in college, and I have to go back and forth every 8 weeks. It's like an 8-week interval type thing. So that's why my room's all fucking messy. So sorry about that, guys. We'll make the video a lot cleaner next time. It's just that it's late. So yeah, and then I'm also gonna install the little hubcap things, I want to call it. I'll just call it that go on here to make that look nicer and kind of protect it from like dirt and whatnot. I'll actually do that right now. But anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully y'all were entertained by this and it confused you a lot. And we'll see you all next time in the next one. Peace.